Morning, Marley. I'll chat with you a little bit later on. Let's trade it now with Tim Bigham, option strategist at Pilot AI. Tim, it looks pretty ugly out there for some of these names in this business. How are you approaching your example trade for United Health, given that we also had earnings out this morning, but the market's looking past that? They're stuck on this Wall Street Journal story.
Yeah, absolutely, Sam. Looking past earnings, which were, tepid at best, certainly a slight pullback on the revenue miss on earnings. Might have been expected, but today's news trumps all, no pun intended. We're back below that 300 support level on UNH, which has held for a very long time, and we're actually seeing implied volatility because of the news and the huge move down of almost 20%, as you were alluding to, spiking IV, especially in the short-term options. So I'm just thinking that, like everything else, probably some negotiation may be coming on this. So I'm taking a somewhat guardedly bullish stance for a move back towards that 300 now resistance level on UNH, going out buying traditional February 300 calls, selling this week's 300 calls, getting a nice term structure vol edge. It's almost like you're getting the earnings edge with earnings already coming out on this trade, buying around a 40 IV, selling over a 60 IV, paying just under $5 on the trade. So I think, somewhere over the next couple of weeks, we'll probably get maybe a little retracement or maybe a little negotiation on this. Plus, we have the weeklies, 3 sets of them to continue to hedge or chop wood, as I call it, continue to defray that initial cost we pay on the trade.
Okay, so we are trading down 18%. No doubt one of the components that is dragging on the Dow this morning as we look at a mixed picture across our major averages today. A very sort of earnings-driven story type day, given that we have a very diverse lineup of companies reporting, not to mention the FOMC getting underway as well. How do you think about things in the market this morning?
This will be a very interesting week. I think the Fed meeting pretty much a non-event, maybe a little jibber-jabber coming out of it after may rankle the markets a little bit here. But we're seeing, 20% of the S&P reporting and 3 of the big heavyweights, actually 4 coming out tomorrow and Thursday. So it'll be interesting to see with valuations at historic highs here. Earnings better be good and beat by a decent basis to kind of support the valuations. How the market reacts to the earnings on these names, the Microsofts, Metas, Apples of the world, I think will be critical going forward. Are these stocks finally officially cooling off? They certainly have gone sideways here. And will we get a pullback or not is really the big question. I think they really have to beat by a good margin and guide much higher to support the current valuations here.
Yeah, certainly looking for that next catalyst. No doubt some of our Mag 7 members might do that for us. But let's wait and see. Tim, appreciate the insights as always and the example trade. Tim Bigham there, options strategist at Pilot AI.